Oh, words. Uh-oh. I think I pulled a Freddie Mercury and broke free. Gosh darn it. Damn it. Oh. Hello, everybody. I have come to a very difficult decision as far as what to do with the front clip. Dilemma. We've got a huge smashing gaping hole here where the battery either spilled over or simply rotted out over time on the fender apron. It is holier than thou. The other dilemma is cleaning up the firewall. Now, originally I was hoping that this would be a simple run and drive clean it up video and get it going again, but as you can see by the engine, frozen video, that frozen engine video, it needs a fresh rebuild. And since my brother is putting a generous amount into the engine to actually have it fully rebuilt, it'll be a stock tune, but he's putting, you know, it takes a lot of money to rebuild an engine properly. I figured it needs to have a good deserving home in the front of the engine bay, if you will. The engine bay needs to be nice and clean and fairly tidy, and this simply won't do. We could weld that up. It's just thick enough here. Perhaps one could goober weld that back up. But the other problem is, as far as cleanliness, it is really hard to get back there, especially where the joint sealing compound is literally flaked away, and you just can't get in there very well with the fender on or the apron on. Radiator core support bushings are absolutely shot, as we can see right here, and on the other side here. So at that point, I might as well just tear most of this down and give the engine compartment a good refurb, perhaps a good couple coats of paint, as well as either patching that up or getting another fender apron. Haven't decided on that one yet. So I guess you can just call this episode a front clip teardown. I did hesitate to do this for a while because you got to pay attention when you put everything back together, your body lines. That's going to be a large amount of fun. You can see that the fender apron here is adjustable, so I'll be definitely taking a lot of pictures. I thought about this for a week or two. Do I really want to go to that hassle? But I really like to get into that firewall, and these fenders are just in the way. Of course, it being the winter time now, we have our lovely fire keeping the shop warm. Alright, that does it. I'm getting a small ratchet. Oh, you guys grunted with me. I know you did. There's a throwback to the 90s. Add more power. Oh, yeah. Very nice. Once I've broken loose, these bolts are coming right out. Now I've opened my big fat mouth. Oh, so that's probably going to be a pain in the bahootie. Yummy. Oh, no, we're not on there already. Come on. Oh. Uh-oh. Ah, feels like that's loading up. That's not good. It's supposed to unload, not load up. I think I'll leave that one to last. That way the bumper doesn't fall on my head and do more catastrophic damage to what's already been done to my small little biological computer. Alright. Oh boy. What have I got myself into? I should preface, I don't know, words. I did lube up all these bolts with penetrating oil. They've been soaking for a hot minute. Not necessarily to get the bolts loose, but once they do break loose, aid in them coming off in a reasonable fashion without stripping out. We'll see how long that theory lasts. For reference, get out of the menu, you stupid camera. For reference, I'm not taking them off in any individual order. I'm just, as I see them, we grab them and go. You also notice I'm not using an impact. You're working with fragile metal, very thin metal. You got the aluminum here, you got the sheet metal there. Best to do this by hand, in my opinion, so you don't warp, crinkle, or you just get a feeling if that bolt is going to come off or not. If you know, you know. You know that feeling when that bolt starts loading up. Take my cylinder heads. Take the cylinder heads, for example, that I had to take out of the cylinder head. Check out the cylinder head. Oh, words. For example, I had to take out the exhaust studs on the cylinder heads. Should have rocked them back and forth when it was loading up, but did I do that? No. Well, I did at the end, but I thought that was a fairly good episode. Could have been better, but oh well. Of course, as you can see, yeah, we have a muster of a cluster. Really? Just can't have nice things now, can we? Punch, please. Whatever will suffice as said punch. Thank you. I am really not looking forward to putting all this back together. I'm really dreading it, which is why I hate to take this apart in the first place. I'm sure that at the factory they had jigs to somewhat line all of this up fast, because, you know, they're putting it on an assembly line and they're rocking and rolling. Thanks to Henry Ford, he got a nice production line going on, but you don't have that when you're putting these back together by hand. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, she's starting to load up a little bit. Uh-oh. 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 I think it pulled a Freddie Mercury and broke free. Gosh darn it. I can't have nice things. Can I use this as a pry bar, or did the quick nut thing? Oh, no, it's loading back up. Okay. I think that might need a new nut insert. I don't know. Ah, whew, it's starting to go easier now. Woo! Lots of thread tapping, or thread chasing at the very least, when all this goes back together. Ooh! That was a little on the warmer side. Not looking forward to putting it back together. I know what you're thinking. You didn't say the impact. You said not to use the impact. I've already verified these are all going to break loose fine. Nobody freak out. We'll be just fine. Okay, the last bolts would be up there, and then there. I'll get another 3/8. I'll get another 3-inch extension to make this even more wobbly. I guess you need to undo my screws right there. Just like that. Pardon me. Excuse me. Coming through. Guess we'll work on taking off our fenders now. Oh, this one doesn't have a washer in because this is where the CB antenna was at. which I did not throw away. Brother says he doesn't want it, so we keep that for vintage stuffs. Thought about putting on a little tugger, but to be honest, I got much bigger projects to worry about right now. Oh. I'll take a picture of these. There are gaps in here. Might be of some use when I put it back together. All right, talk about rusty crusty. Oh, knock it off. Oh. Well, that's loading up nicely. You have penetrating oil on your threads? Come on. I know we can't have nice things, but come on. Gotta have something other than just bad luck. Oh! Oh, gosh dang it, that thing's too hot to touch. Because I touched it last. I'm sorry. Actually, these can do with the impact because these are just the hood hinges. They've already been off. Woo, those are still warm. Woo! I'm gonna go full stoop and get the 4-footer on there. That's why Chevys are better. Oh, hush. We all have their Achilles heel. Oh, actually, you're supposed to land there. Right, one more to go. So hey ho, here we go. Oh, oh. Hey, dum-dum, put the ratchet on the right way. Really? That is fantastic. Sure, it won't be the last stuck bolt we'll have to deal with on this beautiful piece of machinery. Really? Oh, come on. You just... The freaking bolt come off. Wow. And the inner one is right behind the door. This comes out extremely easy on this particular side. And the last one should be this guy right here. Hey, Dum-Dum, why don't you throw some light on for the peoples? They deal with your utter nonsense. The least they can do is get some good picture. Mediocre picture. What? 9/16? For real? Okay. Uh-oh. Whole thing's coming. Whole thing's coming out. May have to put one screw in just to hold it. Okay, I'll make notes. Get a little bit more rigidity. This one does not feel good, not gonna lie. Oh yeah, she's loading right the heck up. Okay, this one may have to come off with the torch. penetrating oil in there. I think I forgot this one. Okay. So you see this fender here and all this junk? Yeah, that's how they get rotted out. Well, plus you park them for 14 years and 18 years, 20 years, and don't do anything with them. Okay. So let's do it in spray and pray method. Spray and pray it gets in there. Because more or less, this is a blind hole I'm going into. No, she wants to load back up. Gosh dang it. Of course, it's the last one that will give you a fit, wouldn't it? I'm gonna try not to be like the other YouTubers, jump cutting. Oh, look at that, it's out. No. I'm trying to keep this honest for you all. Work it back and forth a few times. Maybe a little each time we can get a little bit more extracted out, I don't know. Okay, loosening. Oh man, I think we'll get lucky here. Whew. Oh. It's really working it. Oh. Whew. Oh, goodness. I hope this fender isn't rotted out too much. I'm just gonna get my bigger wrench. Okay. All good. It's not putting any pressure on the fender itself. It's just a speedy nut or whatever you want this clip. Thank goodness. That pops off, that's fine, but yeah, we're in the clear now. Whoa! Easy, cowboy. Woo! Wow. Oh, this is going a lot easier. Smoke edge. Penetrating oil did work, but googly moogly. That is a warm bolt. Yes, I know the camera's flickering, but that's the portable LED I have with me. I'm sorry, but it's best I can do to get in here to get these premium shots. I don't let go of the darn thing. Ah! Man, that flickering's awful. Well, that's pretty simple, stupid. Hello. Ooh. Oh yeah. I'm guessing the order of assembly of the radiator core would have been the next thing to pull. Last part is a radiator core support bolts, or mounting bolts if you will. Make sure when you take your mounting bolt off, keep an eye on those shims. Those are very important to keep things somewhat aligned. Most notably, just keep them all together and mark, did they come on the left side or the right side? Whew. Yeah, I'm glad we're actually tearing this down. Well, sort of glad. Ratchet on the top of the bolt to hold it captive, and a breaker bar on the other side. Let's see how we get on with this. Are they going to need heat or a big nasty cheater bar? Oh, it popped. Yeah, I think we're going to need a cheater bar. Oh! Problem is, this ratchet's getting lodged in here and it's just pushing the whole apron in. This is the good apron. Heave ho. Oh. You guys don't go sliding around on me. I got enough problems as it is. May end up cutting this bolt off, I don't know. Seemed like it would go a lot faster. No, I don't know. I don't know. Woo! She's a little spicy looking. Oh yeah. She's a little spicy, don't you know? Oh yeah, it's may use it, may not. Depending on what the aftermarket ones look like. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that bowl is even looking more spicy, don't you know? All the spice belongs to us today. It's vintage. It's factory correct. What hasn't turned into dirt? Well, since this bolt here probably looks the same, it's all corroded and rust out and needs replacing, I think we'll use a bit of fire and chop that out and save what's left of my back. Thank you. Oh look, the truck's on fire again. Get a bucket of water. Now knock it off. Thank you. A little smoke edge. Oof. This is why I love working on old cars. It's stupid simple, even for me. Just like that. There we are then. Much easier to work on. Maybe we can clean up our frame rails, cross member. Definitely we can pretty this up a little bit, at least on the inside. Most importantly, we can get to that firewall and actually scrub it down proper, get all the way to the very edge there, and make it a lot more pristine and presentable. And hopefully fix our hole in the wall right there. Another reason why I wanted to tear this out is I wanted to get rid of this old seam sealer. As you can see, no good. And you can see it's already starting to oxidize. So scrape all that out as well. And look how goobered it was back in the day. This is the 70s, people. This is 70s build quality here for you. Just absolutely atrocious. That's why it happens when a lot of times these cars get restored. They turned out a lot better than when rolled out of the factory. I guarantee you, if the right restorer is behaving themselves and actually paying attention, these things actually look way more pristine than when they did the first time. Probably what we'll do too is we'll work on, I'll change the input shaft seal for the pump for the transmission. We'll get that swapped out since it's really easy to replace. I might do the oil pump seal, housing seal. I don't know. That's the big one that goes all the way around it. I don't know yet. Because if I pull that out, then I gotta prop up the planetary gear set from the inside since it's sitting, what is that, horizontal instead of vertical. So that might be a bit of a pain. Don't know. But a lot easier to get to, as well as our brake system. A lot easier to get to the spindles now. A lot easier on my back. Another good thing that the fenders are out is we can address is the door jambs. We can definitely lube those up. The pins, obviously, you guys saw in the earlier video, and they were just fine, so this just needs good lubing. I'll give us a very good chance to do that as well. Excellent. The radiator core support looks pretty good on this side. Honestly, I really want to sandblast this thing, or at least scrub it down and respray it, because it's starting to oxidize and get a little bit rusty. This is the let's see here. This is the battery side where the fire was more intense. I don't know if that helped it, but that started to rot out a bit. I chewed it up a little bit offline with a pick. That should be mendable enough. There should be enough metal there. We can probably, I don't know, coral seal that up or iron oxide paint that up to seal up the rust, maybe with a spray on the inside, and cut this nice and perhaps perform a butt weld. But we can probably sew that up. We don't need another radiator core support. That's patchable. But yeah, there you go. 1977 Ford F250 front clip is off. Something that's over there, parked next to the sad Volvo. Oh, I'm sorry, Ed. We'll get you when maybe this channel's a little bit bigger. I can afford you to get a new respray. Because I guarantee I ain't no painter. And in kindergarten, I didn't draw inside the lines. I made the lines. Okay, I'll get off now. Well, thank you everybody for sticking through. Much to do. So we'll catch you guys on the flip side. I suppose I could be undoing. You guys aren't even in the frame. And in the sun, in the northwest in the wintertime, the sun is actually shining in my shop. Very rare. I'm gonna buy one of them Lotto tickets. Come on. As you can see here, we have a whole muster of a cluster. For reference, get out of the menu, you stupid camera. Oh yes, more premium shots coming up. Look at all that clutter in the background. Focus! Hocus pocus focus. You stupid camera. You're gonna make me go manual. I've been doing the wrong ones. Oh well. Whatever. I'll put it back in auto. Another good thing since the... Another good thing that the fenders are out. So I'm just gonna do a spray and pray. Spray that... Yeah, well, I'm human. I'm also a loony. Sort them apples out, don't you know for sure, eh? I'm sorry, I've been watching too much Canadian content again. Mostly Letterkenny and Trailer Park Boys. Crass, yes. Funny? Oh, heck yes. Although, with the Trailer Park Boys, I should note, that... you know, sometimes, for my family, that's actually more of a documentary than entertainment. I'm just gonna leave it there. And I'm one of the sane ones. Check that out.